Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Flyways Finest TV. This week we've got a couple of really good snow goose shoots for you. Hunting's been fantastic again over this past few days. Things are kind of coming, like I say, to the peak of the season. Lots of birds around. Birds have been decoying great. We've had a little bit cooler weather. We've had some good wind, and just awesome decoying birds and good hunting overall. I think you guys are really going to enjoy these episodes. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy it.
There's a couple kochia patches in the middle there.
Okay.
And there's a tree line on the back, not a tree line, but a clump of trees on the back side of the corridor, but...
No, there's a couple other good ones up just kind of northwest there.
Is there? Yeah.
Kind of on that road like where you got stuck a few years ago.
Yeah.
Take that one, loops around to where it goes north. There's two good ones up that road.
Okay.
So
really, eh?
We've got those two that we got as an option if need be. So.
Sounds good. You got them too, eh? Yeah, there was actually quite a bit of movement coming up from the north into here too.
Okay.
And then birds coming from the west as well here.
Yeah, if they go to the north lake there, that'd be best.
This segment is sponsored by Fowler Outdoors. No excuses.
Birds have been on the move a little bit the last 4 or 5 days. Rob came down south a little bit further last night and found a good little whack of them in here.
Yeah, so we got birds that have been kind of coming from the northwest and been here the last couple days, so got a lot of birds in 2 quarters here, so we centered ourselves as much as possible so that we can kind of work on all ends here and see what happens with it.
Yeah, it's a little bit goofy of a morning. We've got a light wind out of the southwest right now. At about 7 a.m. it's supposed to be blowing southwest. At 8 a.m. it's supposed to be blowing more out of the west, and by 10 o'clock it's supposed to be ripping out of the northwest. So kind of went with our best option. Found a little bush hide here and right in the middle of the field. Set up basically for a straight west wind, so we're facing straight east. That way, even if that wind is blowing south or north, we can at least kind of keep them birds out in front of us. Might end up being more of a crossing shot at times, but I think it's going to be should be kind of our best bet. Some days you don't have the perfect scenario and you got to make what you got work. So.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of birds in here last night, 15-20 grand, and they were in here all night and all day yesterday and the day before. So we'll see what happens with it. It's a good scenario in that sense, and
absolutely.
Hopefully the wind plays to our advantage a little bit.
Got some new guys that just showed up into camp here last night, so today's day 1 for them, and hopefully get them on a barn burner to start with.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a good one.
Good shoot.
Yeah. And we're with Swift River Outfitters. Somebody tell us what happened here this morning. What we did.
They flew in and we took them down. You know
Took
what I'm
them
saying?
down.
He's called NyQuil.
NyQuil,
He
because
put 'em to
I
sleep.
put him to sleep, baby.
Did Vic, did you kill anything?
I got one. No.
One? And it was wounded.
Wounded already.
Shot the
So
wing
guys,
off.
we got like a first morning here.
Had no legs and one wing. First hunt.
First hunt, first morning.
I'm glad you let me kill one.
Awesome.
This segment is sponsored by Browning, the best there is.
No, this isn't it though. It's good.
I think I ate too many snacks on the way out. I was sleepy. Getting cookies and Cheez-Its. And then I'm trying to find a monster who drank them all.
Up here hunting again in Saskatchewan again this afternoon. Today it's about 65 degrees. It's kind of an interesting, you wouldn't think that the birds would really fly around this early. Windy, but not like super windy by any means, 10 to 15 miles an hour, but these birds on these bigger lakes and on the windier days, they just don't want to sit tight very long, so you can't really get out here too early. On the way up here, a few birds were already starting to trickle out and hit the fields in the middle of the afternoon on a nice day. So we got out here, we set up about 250 of the SX full body snow goose decoys this afternoon. Because it is a little bit higher wind, normally we'll kind of string pairs and 3 packs and 4 packs, 70, 80 yards downwind of us. With the higher winds today, I'm afraid of having them decoys further out and probably make the birds push up. So we kind of kept everything in close. Our furthest decoy is probably about 35 yards. Kind of kept the majority of our spread about 15, 20 yards here in front of the A-frame trailer blinds. So kind of kept them in a little bit tighter with the wind and packed the decoys in a little bit tighter instead of loosening them up. Just so, like I say, so it doesn't get so strung out downwind of us. About 15,000 geese in here this morning. About 15,000 last night too, so it should be a pretty good shoot. We got a northwest wind. The birds will be coming from the southeast, so stay tuned and hopefully it'll be a good one. If we've got singles and pairs coming in first, the likelihood of us shooting at them are probably pretty minimal. We'll try to get some of the bigger groups in to get everybody shooting at the same time. As long as they come back, it should be pretty dang good. We got good sun and wind, and that's the trick to snow goose hunting. So. Oh yeah. right, guys, that's it for this episode of the Flyways Finest TV. As always, appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. If you're liking the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop us a comment. Next couple episodes here, the next couple weeks, we'll be going to turn things over to our friends up north of us, about 40-50 miles, Northern Skies Outfitters. They've been having a fantastic season. Their camera crew's been doing a heck of a job capturing some cool stuff. You're really going to enjoy it. So be sure to tune back in, same time, same place, 5 o'clock next Thursday, and see what's going on up there.